Welcome to News Channel, your number one source for everything Golden State Warriors. If you're a diehard NBA fan and bleed blue and gold, you've come to the right place. Today, we've got an action-packed lineup, the latest news, in-depth analysis, and those jaw-dropping moments that make every Warriors game unforgettable. Stick around because you won't want to miss a second of our exclusive updates and behind-the-scenes content from the team always striving for greatness. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from the world of the Warriors. Ready? Let's dive in. Golden State Warriors could select Bronny James per ESPN's latest mock draft. ESPN's latest mock draft has the Warriors selecting Bronny with the 52nd pick. Bronny James is now officially confirmed to be a part of the 2024 NBA draft, following the passing of the NCAA's early entry withdrawal deadline. ESPN has now released a new NBA mock draft, excluding those who pulled out, and it has Bronny being selected by the Golden State Warriors with the 52nd pick. There was no explanation given by Jonathan Givony and Jeremy Woo on why the Warriors would be selecting Bronny, but he does fit the profile of the kind of player they like. The 19-year-old has an incredible basketball IQ, defends well, and has a high motor, all things that the Warriors value. Bronny's agent Rich Paul has also stated on numerous occasions that the priority is for his client, who averaged 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.2 blocks per game for USC as a freshman, to end up at the right place for his development. The Warriors certainly would be just that. They did an excellent job with Brandon Podziemski and Tracy Jackson-Davis, in particular, with the two rookies going from strength to strength as the 2023-24 season went by. So, it might make sense for both parties. The other angle to look at this from, of course, is what it would mean for LeBron James. We know for a fact that the Warriors tried to trade for LeBron to pair him with Stephen Curry before the trade deadline earlier this year. As per the report, the 39-year-old didn't seem all that keen on the move at the time. Would LeBron's stance change now if his son is on the Warriors? The 20-time All-Star is expected to opt out of his $51.4 million player option and then re-sign with the Los Angeles Lakers, but I don't think it's outlandish to think that the Warriors could tempt him to come over in this scenario. We know that LeBron is desperate to win more championships, and if he were to go to the Warriors, I would give them a real chance at winning it all. So, it certainly would be an interesting proposition if Bronny was there. Would he go ahead with it is something only time will tell. Bronny James reveals he was starstruck when Stephen Curry dapped him up. Bronny James reveals he was starstruck when Stephen Curry dapped him up. Read more. Brian Windhorst expects the Lakers to try to draft Bronny. While the Warriors have been touted as the landing spot for Bronny in this mock draft, many others have him ending up in Los Angeles. NBA insider Brian Windhorst believes the Lakers will draft Bronny if he's available. I do believe LeBron is going to opt out of his contract next month, and I do believe he's got several reasons why he wants to do that, and leaving optionality for playing with Bronny is on the list, but I don't think it's at the top. I do think he's going to be back with the Lakers. And I also will say this. I think if the Lakers have an opportunity to draft Bronny James, they will do so. Whether that's with the 55th pick, or if they make another deal around the draft where they pick up another pick, I think they will try. I do not think it's going to be their top priority. If teams like the Warriors are interested, the Lakers would have to move up or trade for an earlier pick to land Bronny. This whole situation is just so fascinating because I don't think anyone knows for sure how things are going to pan out. I just hope that Bronny ends up with the right team for his development. NBA rumors. Concerning update indicates Klay Thompson, Warriors divorce on horizon? More signs seem to indicate that Klay Thompson could be on the verge of leaving the Golden State Warriors in free agency. NBA rumors. A concerning update seems to indicate that a divorce between Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors could be on the horizon. After another disappointing end to their season, the Golden State Warriors enter the NBA offseason with the goal of extending its championship window. That could end up being a lot easier said than done. But if there's any front office that could pull off such a move, it's Golden State's. One of the bigger questions that this front office will have to answer fairly early on in the offseason is whether or not Klay Thompson is going to be part of the immediate future. As an unrestricted free agent, Thompson is likely going to give the Warriors the first option to give him the contract that he's going to be seeking on the open market, but if the two sides can't find a middle ground, it's likely that he's going to truly test the free agency market for the first time in his career. According to a recent report, there has been no progress in contract extension talks between the Warriors and Thompson. Even though there's still a month before the official start of NBA free agency, the talks surrounding a potential divorce between the two don't seem to be fading. In fact, especially with this report, they're only going to grow louder from here on. Could Klay Thompson be more valuable to a team other than the Golden State Warriors? Even in a down season, there are many playoff contenders across the league that would welcome the production that Thompson had this past season. As it appears that Thompson is more and more likely to genuinely test free agency this offseason, the market for him could continue to grow. At 34 years old, with his shooting ability, there's a case to be made that Thompson should be able to age gracefully. In the right system, which may or may not be with the Warriors, Thompson could still be an incredibly impactful player in the NBA. If Golden State lets him test the open market, there's no guarantee he'll be back with the Warriors. And right now, it's looking more and more likely that a divorce between the Warriors and Thompson is a very real possibility. There could be plenty of chaos ensuing this offseason. Seemingly, Thompson could be part of the major player movement that ends up taking place this summer. The question is, which side is going to blink first, if one does, Thompson or the Warriors? Three-team trade proposal sends Jimmy Butler to Warriors, Andrew Wiggins to Heat, Chris Paul to Magic. One NBA analyst proposed a three-team trade idea between the Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, and Orlando Magic. Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report proposed the following trade idea between the Warriors, Heat, and Magic. NBA insider Anthony Slater of The Athletic expects the Warriors to show interest in Butler if the Heat shop the star. Butler is extension eligible this offseason. He'll make $48.8 million next season. The swingman wants a maximum extension from the Heat. Butler, who turns 35 in September, has a player option worth $52.4 million for the 2025-26 season. A six-time All-Star, Butler averaged 20.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.0 assists, 1.3 steals, and 0.3 blocks in 60 games this season while shooting 49.9% from the field, 41.4% from beyond the arc, and 85.8% from the free throw line. Durability is a concern, but Butler was arguably a top 5 to 10 player in 2022-23 and a borderline top 20 player this season, Bailey wrote. His cutting, playmaking, and passing would be a nightmare to cover with Curry and Thompson flanking him. He and Green could form the basis of a potentially nightmarish defense. Wiggins averaged 13.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.7 assists this season for the Warriors while shooting 45.3% from the field, 35.8% from beyond the arc, and 75.1% from the free throw line. The NBA champion will make $26.3 million next season. Paul has a non-guaranteed contract with the Warriors for next season. The NBA legend averaged 9.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 6.8 assists this season while shooting 44.1% from the field, 37.1% from beyond the arc, and 82.7% from the free throw line. All $30 million of Paul's contract for next season is non-guaranteed. The Warriors missed the playoffs this year. The Heat lost to the Boston Celtics in the first round in 5 games, and the Magic lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round in 7 games.